Hello, I'm Steve, and welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, we have this residential patio structure, and so basically there's just two opening sides here, and there are two sitting areas. We have reclining space over here and reclining space over here. There is a TV set here. We have a doorway that appears as if it swings out, and I think this one also swings out. This might be an issue here. Also a couple doorways over here, but we're not heating up this space over here. There's a little cook space over here. And we have a fan here and a couple of lights. Let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions that I have. So overall dimensions I have is 24 feet from this edge here to this edge here, 12 feet from this edge here to this wall, and we have a total height here of 9 feet, I believe it is. Yes, 9 feet off the finished floor. That's the top of the ceiling here. And there is a fan. This fan, I believe, was 6 foot in diameter. Not quite sure on the drop, but the diameter here is in red. So another thing just to mention is I placed these lights, recessed lighting here, centered to the lights from the wall here at 5 feet, and then these as well from, I believe it's the inside edge here at 5 feet. So from here to here, 5 feet, and then also 2 feet in from either side, I believe. So we have 2 feet from this beam here to the center point of the lamp itself. And I believe this is 2 feet as well. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what we might be able to do for this application. And let me go ahead and turn that off and look at the different options. So probably two options might work. Let me go ahead and turn off all this other stuff here for a moment and just take a quick look here. So these are slimline 4,000 watt units. I have them mounted at on the ceiling itself, and I believe I have the dimensions or distances here. So what I have here from this edge here to the center of the mounting bracket here, I have that at 3'9" and from this edge over here to this edge over here, you can see I have that, sorry about that, I have it at the center point, the measurement here, at 3'7" 5/8". So that's this one here, and then this center point is 5 feet, and that's matching up with the lights that I have here. I wanted to also just mention that, you know, both of them are at that 3'9" mark to the center of the brackets themselves. The other thing is going back to the clearance areas that we need to meet, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off these distances. There is a clearance below the heater that is 18 inches from the outside edge here to any combustible type of material, and you can see with that 6 foot diameter fan, that should not be an issue. And I have this fan located in the center of this entire space here, so the 24 foot space, that would be 12 in the center and 6 in the center over here. That might be off just slightly, maybe 3 inches, you know, if it needed to go 3 inches a little bit to the left, because I believe I have it from the center point here to here is the center of the fan itself. Let's go ahead and so any case, yeah, these 4,000 watt units are pointed straight down, and with that being said, all of the clearances are met with the exception of possibly this doorway. So I'm not quite sure what the code is on doorways like this. However, you would never want this doorway to be inside of the actual beam, as well as I'm not sure if your code would state that the clearance needs to be met even if the door swings open. So now this one is probably a lockable door. I'm not quite sure about that as far as, you know, opening it or not. You know, there is a couch here, and so I don't know that this would be opened all the time or not. However, clearances do need to be met, so this may or may not work for this application. And moving the heater to the right would cause that issue with regards to the clearance over here. Now, if the fan blades are non-combustible, you could move this heater over. However, the further you move it to the right here, you know, the less the footprint of heat will be on the actual space itself. But you can see now that we're, you know, this is another 2 feet to the right here, and the clearance over here is met, but that would still be important that this clearance here be met, as well as, and I'll show you the footprint of heat here. I'll go ahead and turn it on for right now, but there is something else I need to talk about. But you don't want that heat ray itself to penetrate, even if it's a steel fan blade, because that will cause that fan blade to warp, and you know, then you have a destroyed fan. So that would be also something that's important as far as the placement is concerned. So but looking here, you can see that, you know, our footprint of heat is fairly decent over here. Over here, we're just missing a little bit of the section over here. And I'm going to go ahead now and turn this back, put this back over to where it was located before, and go ahead and turn on the ray again, just to see how that footprint looks now at that 5-foot mark from this wall to the center of the heater. So I would say that's a very decent footprint of heat for this application. And looking over here, again, this one is 3 feet 7 inches to the center of the heater, and so that's essentially between these 2 pillars. I believe the dimension I have between the pillars, I'm going to go from the 4-foot part of the pillar itself, and you can see I have that at 7 foot 8 inches. So that would be center point of the pillar. So also looking at this footprint, you can see that it's a very good footprint for this particular seating position, and I would highly recommend something like this. So all right, so that is option 1, and these are 2 of the 4,000 watt units. And let's go ahead and look at what a other option might be. That might be utilizing possibly 4,000 watt units over here, or you can put the SL 4,000 watt units over here. In my case, I'm choosing the CD 6024. It's a 6,000 watt unit, dual element unit for both spaces. And again, you can see now I have the unit pushed over a little bit further, so this is centered within this light fixture, that 5-foot center from the edge here again, and same with this over here. And looking at clearances below the heater, and by the way, I do have these at 30-degree angles pointed towards the inside edge of the patio, but you can see here, looking at the door here swinging out, now we're no longer in that this particular door's swing out radius. So that might be an okay thing as well, but again, this door here does possibly swing out, and that still might be an issue with regards to clearances. So when you mount a CD series on a ceiling and you change the angle up to 30 degrees, you can use the OEM brackets, but if you go any further than that 30-degree tilt, then you need to drop the heater down an additional 6 inches. So that's why I'm choosing that 30-degree tilt. All right, let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat here. You can see this would be a much hotter position than over here, because this is a lot hotter of a unit. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off these clearances, and this would be a cooler area. However, At this mounting height, 9 feet off the finished floor, you know, the heater itself is roughly another 9.5 inches down. This probably would be too hot, so you definitely want either a control system to dim the units down, and or a duplex switch where you would run one unit on, one unit off, or both units on or both units off. And that may or may not be hot enough with just one unit on. So I would probably recommend a control system for something like this, but it'll always be that this is going to be a warmer position than this position over here. And the furthest out it really stretches to a more comfortable space would be about 8 foot from the heater itself down, 8 foot out. And so that would be how this would look here with 2 of the 6,000 watt units. Now the placing a slimline here would also have a very similar footprint of heat. However, it's only available in a 4,000, 3,000 or lower wattage unit, and the intensity wouldn't be as hot as the 6,000 I'm showing here right now. So I think that's about it. Yeah, and I think it's a very good application. Again, my preferred application is more like the slimlines placed here, if that's at all possible. This doorway is the big issue here, not knowing how that actually swings out. So, all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube is not supporting our channel unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.